Did you know? The average American over 60 eats nearly 25 pounds of cooking oil every year, and many of the oils lining your pantry, yes, the ones with those heart-healthy labels, could be slowly damaging your arteries, raising your cholesterol, and pushing you toward a heart attack. One meal at a time. This isn't scare tactics, it's reality. Because for seniors like you who value your independence, your energy, and the joy of simply being active with your grandkids, the oils you use matter more than ever. Why? Because your heart's not 30 anymore. Your metabolism's slower, your risk of inflammation, high blood pressure, and plaque buildup is higher. And here's the worst part. Many so-called healthy oils are anything but. But don't worry, it's not too late to make a change. There's hope, real powerful hope, because today you'll learn 5 cooking oils to never use again, plus the 5 heart-healthy oils every senior should be using instead. You'll discover which ones clog your arteries, which ones help clean them, and a surprising healthy oil that could actually be harming your brain and heart. These insights are backed by respected studies from places like Harvard, the Cleveland Clinic, and the American Heart Association. So if that matters to you, if staying active, clear-headed, and mobile into your 70s and beyond matters, then stick with me. This could change everything. If this resonates with you, hitting that like button really helps us reach more people like you. And it tells YouTube this topic matters. Now let's talk about what to avoid. The 5 worst cooking oils for seniors. Number 1, vegetable oil, a toxic blend in disguise. Sounds innocent, right? But vegetable oil is usually a highly processed blend of soybean, corn, and cottonseed oil, none of which are actually vegetables. They're loaded with omega-6 fatty acids, which in excess fuel chronic inflammation, the kind that raises blood pressure, stiffens arteries, and worsens arthritis. A study from the Journal of Clinical Lipidology found that high omega-6 intake can throw your omega-3 balance completely off, contributing to cardiovascular disease. And here's the kicker. Most vegetable oil is deodorized and chemically extracted using solvents like hexane. Do you want that in your body? Industrial factory processing oils. Contrast with natural whole food imagery. You may have been cooking your eggs in inflammation every morning without knowing it. 2. Canola oil, the heartbreaker with a healthy label. Canola oil is everywhere. It's cheap. It's labeled heart healthy. And yes, it's low in saturated fat. But here's what they don't tell you. Most canola oil in the US is GMO and highly refined, meaning it's stripped of nutrients and oxidized at high heat. This creates unstable compounds that may increase oxidative stress in your body. And oxidative stress? It's a root cause of aging, cognitive decline, and yes, heart disease. Harvard Health warns that even oils low in saturated fat can be harmful when overly processed. And seniors are particularly vulnerable. Coming up in a moment, a tropical oil with a superfood label that may actually raise your LDL cholesterol. Number 3, palm oil, a heart hazard hiding in plain sight. Palm oil is used in everything from cookies to margarine, but cooking with it? Not a great idea for your heart. Why? Because palm oil is nearly 50% saturated fat, the type that raises LDL, or bad cholesterol. Too much of it, especially when heated, can increase your risk for arterial plaque. In fact, a 2020 meta-analysis in Nutrition Reviews linked palm oil consumption to higher rates of ischemic heart disease in older adults. 1 tablespoon of palm oil has the same saturated fat as a slice of bacon. Soybean oil, the inflammation amplifier. It's cheap. It's used in restaurants everywhere. But soybean oil is now considered one of the worst oils for your brain and heart. A study from UC Riverside found that diets high in soybean oil altered gene expression in the brain, impacting neurological function and possibly worsening conditions like Alzheimer's. And like vegetable oil, it's packed with omega-6 fats, fueling the fire of systemic inflammation. For seniors aiming to protect memory, mobility, and mood, this is a cooking oil to avoid. Number 5. Sunflower oil, a sneaky source of oxidation. Sunflower oil has a clean reputation, but here's the problem. When heated, it breaks down rapidly, producing compounds called aldehydes that are toxic to cells and linked to heart disease and even cancer. It's especially harmful when used in frying or high-heat cooking. The American Journal of Clinical Nutrition notes that repeated use of sunflower oil in cooking may increase LDL oxidation, a major factor in clogged arteries. Clogged artery animation slowly building up with oxidized LDL. Imagine unknowingly feeding your body compounds that age your heart with every stir-fry. Okay, that was a lot. And it's okay to feel a little overwhelmed or even frustrated, because many of us, myself included, grew up believing these were the right choices. But knowledge is power. And now we turn the page. Let's talk about the 5 best cooking oils for seniors, the ones that support heart health, reduce inflammation, and help keep your body and brain strong. Coming up, the anti-inflammatory oil used by Mediterranean centenarians, the buttery oil that supports cholesterol balance, and the one that most Americans overlook, despite being a powerhouse for brain and heart health. Have you ever checked your cooking oils or been confused by labels? Let me know in the comments. I read everyone. Let's shift gears and talk about healing, because while some oils are toxic time bombs, others are like medicine for your heart. So here are the 5 best cooking oils for seniors, rich in anti-inflammatory compounds, heart-protective fats, and nutrients that actually support cholesterol balance, joint comfort, and brain function. These aren't FUDs. These are oils backed by science and used by some of the world's longest living people. Let's dive in. Number 1. Extra virgin olive oil, the Mediterranean miracle. If you only change one thing after this video, make it this. Extra virgin olive oil isn't just a staple of the Mediterranean diet. It's been studied for decades and is one of the most heart-healthy cooking oils for seniors. A landmark study published in the New England Journal of Medicine showed that seniors who consumed high levels of olive oil had a 30% lower risk of major cardiovascular events, including heart attacks and stroke. Why? Because olive oil is packed with monounsaturated fats, which help lower LDL cholesterol without reducing HDL, the good kind. It's also rich in polyphenols, powerful anti-inflammatory antioxidants, scientific animation of LDL levels, dropping and artery walls relaxing. Pro tip: use it cold on salads, drizzle over roasted veggies, or even in baking. But avoid high-heat frying. It can damage those delicate fats. Coming up, a buttery oil you can cook with that actually helps reduce inflammation. Number 2. Avocado oil, the unsung hero of high-heat cooking. Avocado oil is rich, smooth, and surprisingly robust. It has one of the highest smoke points of any cooking oil, making it perfect for sautéing and roasting. But it's more than just practical. It's also loaded with heart-healthy monounsaturated fats and vitamin E, which protects cells from oxidative stress. And here's something powerful. A study in the Journal of the American Heart Association found that substituting saturated fats with avocado oil lowered LDL cholesterol and improved blood lipid profiles. That means better arteries, better circulation, more energy, more life. Unlike canola oil, avocado oil keeps its integrity, even under heat. No toxic byproducts, just pure goodness. 3. Walnut oil, a rare source of plant-based omega-3s. Most people don't think about walnut oil, but they should, because it's one of the very few plant oils that contain ALA, a form of omega-3 fatty acid linked to lower inflammation, reduced triglycerides, and better cognitive function. The American Journal of Clinical Nutrition reports that regular use of omega-3 rich oils like walnut oil is associated with a 10 to 15% reduced risk of heart disease. Brain animation lighting up, blood vessels thinning. Use it cold, on oatmeal, in smoothies, or as a salad dressing. Its flavor is nutty and light. For seniors wanting to stay sharp, mobile, and independent, omega-3s are your ally. Flaxseed oil, a cholesterol-lowering champion. Flaxseed oil isn't for frying, but it's one of the best oils to keep in your fridge. Why? Because flaxseed oil contains the highest amount of ALA omega-3s of any plant oil. It's also a proven agent for reducing total cholesterol and improving heart function. A meta-analysis in nutrition research showed that regular flaxseed oil supplementation significantly lowered LDL cholesterol levels, especially in adults over 60. It's fragile though. Keep it cool and use it only on cold foods, yogurt, oatmeal, smoothies, or salads. Coming next, an oil you've heard mixed reviews about, but used the right way, it could actually support your health. Number 5. Coconut oil, the misunderstood oil. Coconut oil has been controversial. Yes, it's high in saturated fat, about 90% in fact. But not all saturated fats are equal. Coconut oil is rich in medium-chain triglycerides, MCTs, a unique type of fat that's metabolized differently. MCTs can boost energy, support weight management, and may even help improve cognitive function in aging adults. While the American Heart Association still urges caution, newer studies suggest small to moderate amounts of virgin coconut oil may raise HDL, good cholesterol, and reduce waist circumference. The key? Moderation and quality. Always choose cold-pressed virgin coconut oil and use it for lower heat cooking or baking. Used right, this tropical oil might actually be a weapon against metabolic decline. You've just learned something that most people never hear from their doctors. That the oils in your kitchen, what you cook your eggs in, what you drizzle on your salad, what you fry your fish with, are either harming you or healing you. And now you know the difference. From dangerous inflammatory oils like soybean, palm, and canola, to life-giving anti-inflammatory oils like olive, avocado, and flax. This is more than a diet change. It's a path back to your energy, your clarity, your strength, and your independence. So here's what to do next. Go to your pantry and check your labels. Look for any blends, any vegetable oil mentions, or hydrogenated fats. Swap in 1 or 2 of the oils we talked about. Olive oil for cold use, avocado oil for heat. And don't wait. Your heart's been waiting for this change. If you care about your heart, your independence, and your future, make sure you subscribe and watch this next video right here about foods that secretly spike inflammation. Let's take this even further, because now that you know which oils to use and avoid, let's make sure you're using them the right way. Here are some smart, senior-friendly tips to keep your oils working for your health, not against it. 1. Check the smoke point and cook smart. Every oil has a temperature where it starts to break down. This is called the smoke point. When oils are overheated past this point, they oxidize, releasing toxic byproducts that increase inflammation, stress your liver, and harm your heart. So here's what to remember. Use extra virgin olive oil and walnut oil cold or at low heat, like for salads, finishing dishes, or baking under 350 degrees. For stir-frying or roasting, reach for avocado oil or refined olive oil. They can handle higher temps. Never reuse oil that's been heated multiple times, especially if it smells off or smoky. That's when it turns dangerous. Animated thermometer next to each oil showing safe cooking ranges. 2. Avoid light, refined, or blended oils. These terms sound healthy, but they usually mean heavily processed. Light olive oil, for example, has been stripped of most of its antioxidants. Refined can mean deodorized, bleached, or heat-treated. Blended oils are often mixed with cheaper inflammatory oils like soybean or palm. Read the label. You deserve better than chemical-laced mystery blends. The wrong label can turn a heart-healthy oil into a health hazard. 3. Prioritize cold-pressed and organic. When you can, cold-pressed oils are extracted without heat, preserving the delicate nutrients and natural antioxidants. Organic oils reduce your exposure to pesticides, GMOs, and additives, important for seniors with slower detox systems. Yes, they may cost a little more, but ask yourself this: isn't your heart worth it? Close-up of cold-pressed organic label contrasted with generic bottle. 4. Store your oils like medicine, because in many ways they are. Most oils are sensitive to light, heat, and air. They oxidize and go rancid faster than you think, and rancid oils are toxic to your cells. So here's how to protect them. Store oils in dark glass bottles, not clear plastic. Keep them away from the stove or sunlight. Refrigerate delicate oils like flaxseed, walnut, and sesame. And yes, smell them monthly. If an oil smells bitter, paint-like, or stale, it's time to toss it. Comparison of fresh versus rancid oil bottle storage do's and don'ts. 5. Rotate oils to balance your fats. Here's something even most doctors don't mention. Each oil contains a different fatty acid profile. And just like you wouldn't eat one vegetable every day, you don't want to rely on only one oil. So try this simple weekly oil rotation. Olive oil for daily cold use, avocado oil for high-heat cooking, walnut oil or flaxseed oil 2 to 3 times a week for omega-3s, coconut oil in moderation for flavor or baking. This helps you balance omega-6 and omega-3 fatty acids, maintain variety, and cover your nutritional bases. Your body deserves the full orchestra, not just one lonely instrument. So what's the big picture? It's this. You don't need to do a complete pantry overhaul overnight. You don't need to fear every label, and you're not too old to change. In fact, making these shifts now at 60, 70, even 80 can still make a profound difference. Better blood flow, clearer thinking, lower inflammation, more energy, and more freedom to live your life fully on your terms. Remember, you are not fragile. You are not stuck. You are not done. You're stronger after 60. And your food, your oils can be your secret weapon. So today, pick just one new oil to try. Swap out just one bad one and feel the difference. Meal by meal, day by day, choice by choice. Because your heart deserves the very best. And so do you. If you care about your heart, your independence, and your future, make sure you subscribe and watch this next video right here about foods that secretly spike inflammation.